Hello there everybody, my name is Juan. Welcome back to a new reaction. Today we are back with the discography deep dive on MF Doom. Although I don't think I should call it a deep dive necessarily because I'm not really digging too deep, to be honest. Unfortunately, a lot of the MF Doom records are densely packed with metaphors, and every single line pretty much has like a paragraph worth of explanation on Genius. So I think it's just gonna be a regular dive, maybe a surface reaction, if you will. It's ultimately a good thing that his music is so dense and layered, because upon revisiting you end up finding little bits and pieces that on initial review you wouldn't find, for example, after making my reaction to the Mad Villainy record, Accordion and Meat Grinder, I kind of listened to them some more and I was like, oh my god, this is actually fire. When on first reaction I wasn't really too into it, probably because I was trying to focus so much on trying to make sense of the lyrics. So I think moving forward I'm going to try not to focus so much on the lyrics, as interesting and captivating as they may be. And again, it's unfortunate that I can't really grasp the magnitude of the music based upon just first listen like I would most regular tracks. But again, like I said, it's just goes to show how incredible Doom is as an artist. But without further ado, next on the list I have The Mouse and the Mask. A few of you guys have mentioned that this is probably more my speed. You guys saying that there is a couple of bangers on here, so I'm kind of excited for that. So without further ado, how about we get into it? So for this one, we've got 16 songs with 46 minutes. We have Ghostface Killah as a feature. I've heard the name. I've never really listened to the music though, so it'll be an interesting little first time listen to Ghostface Killah. Also CeeLo Green, another name that I feel like I've heard, but I've never really taken the time to go and listen to their music. Also we've got Talib Kweli. Okay, so I actually did react to Reflection Eternal by Talib Kweli and his partner. I don't remember his name, but unfortunately, that reaction, for whatever reason, every time I make it public, within 2 or 3 days, it gets blocked worldwide. So I've actually decided to keep it private from now on, because if it's just going to keep getting taken down, what's the point, We also got Money Mark. And yeah, this is a record collaboration by MF Doom and Danger Mouse, and we have listened to a Danger Mouse record in the past. We listened to his collaboration with Black Thought on the record Cheat Codes, and honestly that was one of the more interesting records I've listened to in the sort of recent time. It was also the first time I heard MF Doom on a record, so that's kind of where the idea for this deep dive came from. And yeah, no. I'm excited to see how they work together, to be honest, because Danger Mouse, yeah, on that other record was very good. I believe he is the one that makes the beats, so it should be interesting to see how they end up working together. But how about we just get into it? Let me see what we've got here. First track is El Chupanibre, which, hello, what?
Why did you buy this album? I don't know why you did. You're stupid.
What?
Yourself.
The super flow with more jokes than Bazooka Joe, a mix between Superfly Snooker and the Super Hoe. True MC like El Chupanibre, digest a group and sell the poop on eBay. Danger with the best screaming, shoot the DJ. Doom clicking over, 2 chickens, 3-way. 4 in the 5, a cork on the freeway. Villain find a way to make him pay whatever we say. State your intentions. I really love your tape, but I hate your inventions. Very well. What you want, a brownie? He took off the mask and whispered, put me where you found me. He kept his paper digits in a chunk. Once joined a rap clique, midgets into crunk. Did a solo on the oboe. Could've sold $1 million, then the villain went for Dolo. And cited creative differences. Basically they hated, he left no jaded witnesses. Rappers suck, when they spit I doubt them. The crap they sing about, you wanna slap the fucking shit out them.
Yeah.
Time waits for no man. On a blind date, a lover with a slow chrome hand. Judged them by his shoes, hot smelly brogan. Buzzed him with the news, called him pot-bellied Conan. No prick barbarian, a strict baritarian, a sick pair of merry men. The beat is like a swift kick in the rear end. The stiff made her lose the lipstick and hairpin. He said, jam, act like you know me. Even with the mask on, show me what you owe me. Tell her brush her grill and wash her face and home. Kome. Dumale got halak and Yuasha got Kogome. What we have here is a failure to communicate. If you're gonna hate, might at least get your rumors straight about Doom the Great. A lot more confident. Came a long way since the days we had the rhyme for rent. It was time well spent. Vented, spelt, dented, hell bent it, and heaven sent it. A wire is dead. He's
Wait, what the fuck? That sounded so good. Hold on. Also, I love what he said here. Hold on. If you're gonna hate, might as well get your rumors straight about Doom the Great. A lot more confident. Came a long way since the days we had to rhyme for rent. And then he just follows it up with like, what is this, bro? Like,
vented, spelt, dented, hell bent it, and heaven sent it. A wire is dead. He's in it for the cash flow. Like to send a big up, firehead Lazo. Let a brother know once you lasso Hasbro. So when he comes with Destro, he gets no hassle. Could hardly get a word in and wondered what the damage is to retain Harvey Birdman.
Danger! It's me, your old buddy, Shake. I heard you're doing a little project, and, I hear you talked to some other people, and I thought you were smarter than that. But obviously, I am wrong, because you know my rapping is the shit. I don't give it out for free, though, so, I'll do it. Feel free to call me at my number, which you have.
Interesting. El Chupanibra. Yeah, there was a couple of lines here that I didn't understand, and I, in particular, like the one I kind of paused for. But yeah, you have quite an interesting little character with a very distinct, kind of like nasally voice for like, what could it be like? I'm like, all my thoughts are coming out at the same time, but like, you've got this like, sort of like sound for the background, kind of giving you like sort of, once again, supervillain vibes, if you will. Like if you're in this fucking like evil laboratory of sorts, and then this guy talking like sounding like a fucking like villain assistant or something like that, you know. Interesting. But yeah. What an interesting introduction here. Again, I love the way that he kind of raps and makes it sound so simple, but what he's saying oftentimes can be very complex. And I checked the other day, I was checking through the lyrics of other songs that we listened to in the past, and sometimes each line has like a paragraph worth of explanation. So I'm like, if I sit here and try to decode every single line, we're going to be here a while. So it kind of doesn't work for the reaction sort of formula we've got going on here. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next and see what we've got. But yeah, that was interesting upon first listen. But let's see what else we got.
Please read
Sofa
from sheets.
King.
I am Sofa King.
Sofa King.
Scared of a bunch of water, then get out the rain. Order a rapper for lunch and spit out the chain.
Okay.
Then kick a lungy off the tip of his Timbo and trick a honey dip into a game of strip limbo. Odd, he couldn't find no remorse. A wink is as good as a nod to a blind horse. Of course, his technique was from a divine source. Never knew the price of ice or what swine cost.
Okay.
One guy tried to bite the heat. It's when he discovered the other white meat. Oh, the one they hate so well. He sure keeps it cycle like the old Bates Motel. They came to ask him for a lease.
Wait. What did he say? Keeps a psycho like the old Bates Motel? Hold on. He sure keeps it psycho like the old Bates Motel. Okay.
Like the old Bates Motel. They came to ask him for a lease, some new tracks, but only got confronted by the beast with two backs.
Quasimodo?
Mouse is a made man. Villain laid it down like the best laid plan. Bell the cat, who the hell is that near the middle? Got y'all, but it's not all bear and skittles. Prepare the vittles, got riddles and spittles, crystal clear to the jot or the tittle.
The tittle.
It's hot off the griddle. Came to take the cake whether it's a lot or a little.
Okay.
Bloom is nervous large. You could tell by his blooming room service charge. Dark and tall to boot. The only thing was wrong is he was bald as a coot. Used to ran a van from Peter Pan to Red and Tan, and keep the human foot for his dead man's hand. This was when the mask was brand spanking new, before it got rusted from drinking all the brew. stankin' too, pew. Kept all his earnings in the bank in a shoe. Spat what he knew, energy for true. To all fake rap, it's 23 skidoo. Excuse you, any room in the class front? For a blast of the blunt, shrooming since last month. Doom a human in the mask, on the stunt. Danger zooming past, mad fast on the hunt. Keep your streets, we got the city neatly conquered. Discreetly with the CD till they be completely bonkered. The fans demanded it, handle it, swallow it. His own brand of shit, if only he could bottle it. Nah, she could get messy. Feds try to torture him for the secret recipe. He said it's no use, I only know half. No speaker to English, I only do the math. Felt no pain, his brain was saturated with cocaine and Rogaine. He said try scam, no thing, 3-card dead. Fly man go for bling, he got bled. Eye jam over sting, see spots red. I am sofa king, we Todd Ed.
We Todd Ed. Now repeat all very fast, please.
I am Sofa King.
Faster.
I am Sofa King. We Todd Ed.
No, not so fast. Loses meaning.
I am Sofa King. We Todd Ed.
You say funny thing.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, hold on.
Please.
I like the beat. If anything, I like, as per usual, like, if anything I don't like, sometimes the way it is mixed because of the like the random, like, kind of pauses. Obviously it's not random. Like, I listen to it and it sounds good, and obviously if this is Danger Mouse we're talking about, he's like very good at the beat making, and obviously it's probably intentional, the sort of like that you get. But like, oftentimes when I do listen to a beat like that and it has like certain like cuts that are so that are like pauses, and I'm like I'm not a fan of it, but the beat does sound really good, and the parts that it doesn't do that, you know. Brother, scared of a bunch of water, then get out of the rain. Order a rapper for lunch and spit out the chain. There's so much. Again, this is the thing. Like, I don't have the patience, to be honest, to sit here and like decode all this. So it will take me a while to understand it, and by that point, if I sat down and did all that and try to understand everything line by line, I would forget what the song even sounded like by that point, to be honest. So I don't know. Doom's music generally is something that you genuinely have to revisit time and time again in order for all those things to kind of click. Yeah, it doesn't work too well for reactions. With that being said, it's decent so far, so let's see what else we've got.
Is it much to ask? Not to hide behind the mask.
Head on straight, mask on crooked. Exit stage left with the cash gone, took it. Off like a kufi, the fit was a bit doofy. He tried to get screwy with that 2 for you, 1, 2 for me, G. Cut the cranky attitude, wet him like a handkerchief on a stanky fatter dude. Whether use a rapper or dang sanger, once you in, it's only one way out. Like a gangbanger with a new crew keychain and street name. What said do he claim for fame? Peep game. Just to keep feather and stay dipped. You need it like a letter or better, a getaway whip. This old thing's rusted, encrusted as the gold rings, the old king's busted. Plan to end global starvation and fat her. Now what in tarnation did I go and do that for? Stuff happens, like getting snuffed for tough tit rapping. See, I told him enough, quit your yapping. The same applied to any and all chumps. The only question he had for y'all is how many lumps? 3 or 4, either or, monetary or more. So why you need your heater for? The super villain slid in your party for free. Warner MC, get out of here, kid, you bother me.
I took my mask off, my face was missing for 2 days. For the record, G came back a year later, whole new identity. Tony Stark's pedigree, my money green like my nickname was Celery. Who was Ghost who flashed his toes? Never wore sheets but bulletproof coats. Oh no, the fans cried for the mask back on. Told him Ghost is dead, he returned at the crack of dawn. A few years from now, him and his pals before the Jetson era arrived. He'll be back summertime 2005 with a half a face iron, the other half water look like alien science. In the summertime, yeah, you can see the face boil, but the other side I keep lube with the pens on you, mad loyal. When the wintertime come, what? I get stuck cause my brain on numb, like I ate 1,000 ices and frozen Pepsis. Aquaman's pops can't water check me, disrespect me indirectly. I seen his feet and they both lefty. He stepping half correctly as I stroll the globe, terrorize the planet with a Bill Clinton mask and them play school hammers. Me and Doom always be the best on the landing. Superheroes for life until our souls vanish.
Superheroes.
Check me out, my name is Brack, and that's a fact. I got a mom and a dad and they are out back. We sit by the pool and we nibble on snacks. Then we eat a big lunch and we all take naps. Why'd the beat stop? Hey, I got a mask too, so give me the mic.
You're no Doom.
Come on, Danger Mouse, give me that beat. On the bed around, love to hear percussion.
You suck.
Turn it upside down. Love to hear.
I know talent. You ain't got it.
I wasn't done.
What the fuck was that, bro? Wait. I like the way that Ghostface Killer kind of raps, but then what is this outro, dude? Like 30 seconds of like, okay, is that Doom in the end? Because it's like, okay, so you have Doom rapping first, then you have Ghostface Killer, then you have, who I presume one of those people has to be Doom again, right? Because Doom likes to have multiple alter egos or whatever. But then there's a fourth person being like, nah, you suck, get off the mic or something, right? Like, what the fuck am I listening to? I don't mind it too much. Obviously, this is the kind of thing that Doom constantly does on all his records. So that level of artistic intention, I can't be like a hater for, because that's the way he wants his shit to be done. It is what it is, right? But that was a little strange. Yeah, no, but I like the way Ghostface Killer raps. There's a couple of lines that I seen his feet, and they both lefty. He's stepping half correctly, obviously, because they're both left. Only, you know, yeah, that kind of makes sense. Aquaman's pops can't water check me. I get stuck because my brain all numb. Interesting. I like, it's interesting seeing, like, such, different, like, rappers put together. Like, for example, you got Doom that's fucking dense and metaphorical and shit, and then you get somebody, not, obviously Ghostface Killer in this example, but, at other times, other individuals who kind of rap more directly and say things that are more straightforward, and it kind of makes more sense. But then you're like, holy fuck, Doom is like on another fucking level, dude, in ways that, like, you have to really sit down and think about the shit you're, like, listening to in order for it to make sense. And it's like, damn, okay. It's interesting track. The end, I'm like, the beat was kind of good too, though, but like the end, I'm like, okay. Let's carry on though. Let's see. Perfect hair.
Yeah, to the second power of forever. Ask him, do he need it? Hell's yeah, now or never. On a mission with friends of fair weather. Sooner the better. Off to Mount Tuna, wear your leather prepared sweater. And watch out for Catman, my brothers. Keep your strands slick back like Scatman Carruthers. My balding boy sound like Janine Garofalo. Fiend for a sloppy fro. Who seen the evil Quafio? Not me, yo. I'm leaving, gone. Even if some got them bomb weaving, connect along. No more, less stressed than your old boss. Tears burn your eyes less than fresh as curl sauce. And Brenda, the best girl lost. Uncle grandfather beer chest was pearl gloss. Earl toss. There goes a whole tray of hamburgers. Villain chili, old and gray like olden days scam workers. Circa 1971. On the mic machine, it seems his work will never be done. He seeks a ninth level of power. The weak geek might freak it in another hour or so. They call the fool retarded hair guy. In school, you could spot it when he nodded here. Why? I think his true name was Gerald. The toupee, the male pattern anime herald. A good laugh like the walk to the bank, not the plank. Talk to the hand and a hot Frank dog.
to hear from you. I think maybe you're in the shower. Are you in the shower? Okay, but I'm still totally. I got some other stuff, but I am committed more to doing yours. So if you can let me know today, that'll be great. Okay? Just give me a call for the schnizzle, for to do the rap pizzle. And again, I'm really sorry about that other one. The call. Me what sucks. Okay, call me back, dog.
Okay. I think, the part of this track that is song, is pretty mid. The beat was okay. The lyrics, I'm like, okay, again, it's like, I don't want to dive too deep into the lyrics, particularly, but it's like, it doesn't sound like anything particularly novel. So, while it was kind of mid, then the end, Master Shake? What is the purpose of Master Shake? Okay. From a storytelling perspective, I don't mind him having little skits at the end of the song or whatever. That's his decision. That's cool. But it does feel like the last couple of skits that we've had are pretty much the same. So it's like, at that point, what are we even getting? It's like this dude always being like, yeah, I'll show up to the rap. We're already four songs deep, no? And he hasn't really showed up to the rap. You know what I mean? Like, kind of indifferent about that. So let's see. Let's carry on. Let me not like spend too much time on this. Let's see. Next, Benzie Box featuring CeeLo Green. Okay, let's see.
His name's Doom. They wonder just who is he, but don't worry. Believe me, he'll get busy when it comes to poetry. He's got plenty.
Yeah.
Jump 'em in like jump rope, double dutch, then turn on the mic with a thumb stroke, subtle touch, cuddle clutch. Is this thing on like the fling with Mrs. King Kong this spring gone? Sing a song of slap happy crappiness. He came to blow like it was strapped to his nappy chest. Surely I jest, the best on a wireless mic, not an eye test, yet I digress. But why stress? Try and remember when maybe bit the tender-skinned babysitter Gwendolyn. The type to hit and run and go tell a friend. Word to El Muerto, Cucaracha, exoskeleton. He know, flow like interstellar wind. Toe a rap gin by his toe into hell again.
I like this.
Me too. Loose wreck, see through your gooseneck EQ.
His name's Doom. They wonder just who is he, but don't worry. Believe me, he'll get busy when it comes to poetry. He's got plenty. La la la.
Hey, if I may interject, rap these days is like a pain up in the neck.
Okay.
Cornier and phonier than a play fight. Take two of these and don't phone me on the late night. The beat won't fail me with more rhymes than times he washes hands and feet daily. And all that kerosene ain't cheap. Villain been deep since the teenage creep peep. He always was a gentleman and kept a pen and a pencil in his mental den. Right there next to where the Rolodex was before it turned up all burnt by his solar plexus. He don't know his own strength. When he's on the bonus like the microphone's length and width. Ain't it funky like dingy socks? Feel the full effect off cassette in your Benzie box.
Okay.
They wonder just who is he, but don't worry.
Believe me, he'll get busy when it comes to
poetry. He's got plenty. La la la.
Okay. What a strange beat, no? But it's cool that he's able to just rap on anything. That, I mean, hey, in comparison to like the other beats so far, I feel like that's the most strange. So to a certain extent, that's interesting. I feel like on this one he was rapping a little bit more straightforward. Jump up like jump rope, double dutch. Then turn on the mic with a thumb stroke, subtle touch. It's just like, you know, sing a song of slap happy crappiness. Is that what he's trying to say? This is he's like, okay, this one's not gonna be so in depth or so serious. It's a little slap happy crappiness, I guess. I don't really even know what that means to be. Slap happy crappiness. I would imagine, yeah, like a little. It's like okay, you know, it's all right. Surely I jest, the best on a wireless mic, not an eye test. Yet I digress. But why stress? Try and remember when. Maybe a bit the tender skin. Babysitter Gwendolyn. Okay. The type to hit and run and go tell a friend. Okay. Interesting. Is that CeeLo Green singing the his name's Doom? They wonder just who is he, but don't worry. Interesting sort of introduction to that individual, but I don't know if this song particularly does him justice because he kind of just sings the same thing again, and it's like so particular, and it sounds like they're trying to make like it's like a soundtrack for like a villain kind of. It's like a funky little villain, but okay, interesting. Let's see. Next.
1, 2, 3 in the place to be. MF Doom, Talib Kweli. Oh, here we go. On born days, I used to blow out the candles, and every Saturday watch cartoons at noon, and then I switched to Ralph McDaniels. I was making up a miracle flow over a cereal bowl and a pause beat from my stereo. Rhyme stronger than Popeye with the spinach out. Gangster like a frog, but courageous cat and Minnie Mouse. Yeah, baby, I'm tripping and it's just a cartoon of you. But I got chills when I heard Abdul flip the Scooby-Doo. And I might be bugging, but it seemed to me that cartoons be realer than reality TV. They inspire my decision to be open and listen, but folks got it all twisted like a yoga position. Like in order to spit it dope, you gotta have a criminal past that's similar to the cast, the different strokes. Me and my people break bread, sit and smoke. The conversation rich, but that depend on what you consider broke. I draw on anything for inspiration. A fond memory.
Wait, the conversation rich, but that depends on what you consider broke. Okay.
Similar to the cast, the different strokes. Me and my people break bread, sit and smoke. The conversation rich, but that depend on what you consider broke. I draw on anything for inspiration. A fond memory, a piece of paper, walls, and a train station. It's just that I'm old school like that. Roll that rap over souls like that. It's just that I'm old school like that. Roll that rap over souls like that. Old school, y'all. It's just that I'm old school like that. Roll that rap over souls like that. It's just that I'm old school like that. Roll that rap over souls like that.
And we'll be right back after these messages. Fellas, grab your nutsacks, cheeks, squeeze your breasts. We ain't all that grown, it's still funny like going to the store on your own with rainbow money. Since then had an insane flow, sonny. Walking to the corner, rhyming in the rain, nose runny. Break dancing, maybe 10. Bummy is when Sub Rock would run up handspring, Arabian summy. Ooh-ee, like a Hong Kong Fooey kick. Or a weekend afternoon karate movie flick. Slept good, no justice, no peace. Woody kept it hood, he never discussed it with police. Shot the fair when nobody ran to get the gat, or felt they had to put it up in their raps to set it fat. And since when lyrical skills had to do with killing the cat? What type of chitlins is that? The supervillain as the bat, hydrotonic. Whoever willing to ride, provide raw chronic.
It's just that I'm old school like that. Roll that rap over souls like that. It's just that I'm old school like that. Roll that rap over souls like that. Old school, y'all. It's just that I'm old school like that. Roll that rap over souls like that. It's just that I'm old school like that. Roll that rap over souls like that.
Interesting. Ooh, okay, Talib Quelly. And I think he references his own record, Reflection Eternal, because I think on Reflection Eternal, like the cover for it has like a train, and there's like trains and like graffiti on the trains. There's a song about it too, so that's interesting. I think Quelly's part better than Doom's, to be honest. It's just, again, the sort of accessibility to it, the way that Quelly can get on here and rap in a way that I'm like, okay, that makes sense. And then Doom gets on and I'm like, and it's like, you know, and again, within time, listening to it more, I probably get it a little bit more, but like on first glance, on first listen, it's like, okay. And then referencing morning cartoons, what a relatable experience that we probably all had, getting up early on the weekends to watch cartoons, right? Let's see. On born days, I used to blow out candles, you know, on the birthday cake, and every Saturday watch cartoons till noon. Then I switched to Ralph McDaniels. What is that? Pioneering DJ, VJ, and music video director. Okay. Oh, so he would, in the mornings, watch his cartoons, and then he would switch to listening to this individual DJ, maybe? I was making up a miracle flow over a cereal bowl and pause beat from my stereo. Rhymes stronger than Popeye with the spinach out. Courageous Cat and Minute Mouse. Let's see. Yeah, it's an actual, like, this interesting. I feel like I've seen this. Wait, no. This, but like it's like a little too early. Like I was born in '95, so maybe that was coming out like before that. So I never really watched it, but I've seen it. You know, maybe I'm tripping. It's just a cartoon to you, but I got chills when I heard how Doom flipped the Scooby Doo. Interesting how like all these little references to like cartoon shows back in the day, you know? The cartoons be realer than reality TV, and reality TV is a fucking shit show, so that makes sense, you know? They inspire my decision to be open and listen. Interesting. Like, in order to spit it dope, you gotta have a criminal past. That's similar to the cast of Different Strokes. The conversation rich, but that depends on what you consider broke. I draw inspiration on anything. Yeah, no, I mean, being able to create a rap song utilizing the inspirations of, like, cartoon shows from the past that you used to watch when you were little. It's like, kind of also at the same time telling us a story of how he started sort of making rap music, right? So, interesting. Fellas, grab your nutsacks, chicks, squeeze your breastises. We ain't all that grown. It's still funny, like, going to the store on your own with rainbow money. Could that be like Monopoly money, maybe? You know? Since then, had an insane flow, sonny. Walking to the corner, rhyming in the rain, nose runny. Break dancing, maybe 10. Okay, he's also kind of telling a story of, you know, him growing up and the influences around him when he was growing up. Slept good, no justice, no peace. Huh. Yeah, no. Supervillain has the bad hydrotonic. What the fuck is hydrotonic? A hypertonic solution is a solution with a higher concentration of solutes, like salt or sugar, compared to any other solution typically made of a cell. Due to higher osmotic pressure, placing a cell... Like, this is kind of crazy, bro. What? This is a hydrotonic. Has the bad hydrotonic. Who are willing to ride, provide rock chronic. Okay. Kind of making a little sense. Okay. Let me carry on. I like the Talib Kweli feature on that, though. That was interesting. But let's see what else we got here. Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
We need food. What are you doing there?
Wait, was that the guy talking at the beginning? Like in the first couple of songs? It sounds like the same voice, no? And it's like the cartoon from fucking, what's it called? From Adult Swim, no? With the little fucking meatball and the fries and the drink, no? Wait, what the fuck?
We need food. What are you doing there? I'm rapping. Yeah. No, I see that. What for? Money. That, I want to get some steady bitches and hoes. And some candy for my nose. Some diamond stones. A roll with my chrome.
Okay.
Genius. You even know what that means? What does it mean? Where's the keyboards and the tambourine and the guitar? And, you know, I mean, the stuff that like white people like. Something badass, like I don't know, like REO Speedwagon or something. Yeah.
Hey yo, I know this dude, right? Carl, he wore tight blue sweats but wasn't glued too tight. All he had upstairs was a crude light. You think that's weird? He lived next door to a food fight. Howdy, danger, much obliged for the beat guard. Even though we still eat lard by the meat ward. Mesquite charred, speaking of which or who. Voice all squeaky like they tuned it up a pitch or two. A chunk of burnt up witch's brew, get your crew. See if they can't get past the stench of the stew. It stank like a septic tank full of pig poo. He mostly only turned into a Frank or an igloo.
Okay.
Switch your view to the brother with the fried dreads, not to be confused with the incense-selling tie heads. His name rhymes with Mike, cock. You could call him live wire eye sockets, Frylock. Able to shoot electricity through his eyeballs and blast all through your single-sided brick and drywall. More interesting than professional wrestling. When he's online, you can find him on instant pestering. What's up with your boy? He's not a soft or hot drink. Whoever don't like it could suck his straw. It's hot pink. On some junk like Gucci on a classy hoe. Might splash you in the face with nuclear pistachio. Make a fast breaker, that'll be the last mistake that ass to make. It's what you get for messing with Master Shake. Look out, don't block the screen, son, lunge across. Trying to watch Adult Swim, Aqua Teen, Hunger Force. Rock this cult hymn, sock your mean younger boss. Psh, Adult Swim, Aqua Teen, Hunger Force. He often wondered, should he get the logo tatted to his Woody? He could be
number one in the hood, G.
Easily.
Shake, Colin. You know, I just got off the phone with somebody else, and that wasn't about you. That was about me being upset about something else. I shouldn't have called you, but I did, because I like you so much. I'm really looking forward to us working together. And just as now that I'm calm, and after I've apologized profusely, probably too much, I am available. Call me, doggy. Woof.
Okay. So is this whole record sort of utilizing the characters from Aqua Teen Hunger Force? Because at the very beginning, the first couple of tracks kept mentioning Master Shake, and it wasn't until this song that I kind of put together that it's this fucking guy that they're talking about, right? So I don't really know how I feel about that. Is this like a triple collaboration? You've got Danger Mouse, MF Doom, and Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Like it's not horrendous. I don't like necessarily the skits, like half song, half skits, and then we begin with the skit, and I'm like, okay, this beginning I don't really mind because whoever this individual is, it might be Master Shake, I don't know at this point who is who. But he's like kind of just talking, but he's rhyming, so it's like, you know, talk rapping, if you will, which isn't horrendous. And then the way it transitions from that individual to Doom felt kind of smooth, and how the song sort of, as it goes, the beat becomes a little bit more prominent, and at the same time Doom starts to rap more in the way that he does. But then yeah, no, these skits at the end, I'm just personally, I don't know if, bro, I feel like a lot of the times when there's something I don't understand, I like get a little frustrated, might come off like as a hater, but I'm not trying to hate. I'm just like, I don't understand, bro. What is the point? Like, and again, I guess it's just his artistic direction and intention or whatever, but I'm like, it kind of ruins the songs a little bit for me. I'm not gonna lie, like the skits, because I'm like, I'm the kind of person where the way I listen to music, I like playing it and kind of playing it again and maybe listening to it one more time and then like fucking vibing with it. But stuff like this, I wouldn't be able to get past the skit, bro. I'm like, the skit, like you hear the skit one time and it's kind of nonsensical. Like I wish it was more like a storytelling angle, but it's like, Shake calling, you know, I just got off the phone with somebody else, and that wasn't about you. That was about me being upset about something else. And it's like, why? But alas, hopefully we don't keep getting this Master Shake individual, because I don't know, bro. I feel like he's not really adding much to the tracks. And it's interesting because you got Danger Mouse. Danger Mouse kind of is doing his little thing with the beats, you know, kind of cooking. So I'm like, okay, but let's see what else we got. Let's see, Basket Case.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we all lived through the 70s. The clothes, the music, the heartwarming but rarely amusing Ziggy cartoons. Now, later, who are we to look at these two fine young men and say, you there, I sit in judgment of you.
For being a drunken lush and bad as hell. Read the charge and thunk sunken in a plush padded cell. Tempur-Pedic, Craftmatic, adjustable. Gone, try to stare at it, it's not that combustible. I accidentally spilled some kerosene and dozed off with the L-lit, doped up on Therazine. Matter of fact, make mines a double. If you could see the point like a line through the Hubble. Doom hit the eye in the sky with a pie. String said he thinks he believe he could fly. Spread his wings and flap like a goose. He'll show you how to do it if you help him get the straps loose. Diagnosis, shell shock from totem toast. He still can hear the bells rock. Doc, another loading dose. He claimed he couldn't take the racket. Faked his own escape in an 8-ball straight jacket.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, this animal here, this ursine fellow, unclean, he rejected society and retreated to a cave in the woods to plot his vile plot.
And isn't it true that at these times he often descends into a delusional state, sometimes actually adopting another person's persona?
I started punching once I saw son lunging. He had been put on punishment for eating the last munchkin. So now they got me down here near the dungeon. Nurses all arguing over who's to do the sponging. He requested time off for bug behavior and rhymed off a thug beats bumped by a neighbor who spoke with his fist and kept a mirror with a thumb hole. Cell 12 drum roll, ode to a gum soul. A OG like a captain that's retired. Rappers and space cadets yapping, be quiet. Then that's the order, ship your daughters to my quarters at once. And don't sip the tap water, dunce. He is the super, a stranger who talks to you. Maybe even offer tech support and walk you through. Villain, man in the mask, spit in the face. Show him where to go inside a handbasket case.
The defendant's confession.
Nothing further.
Mentok commands you to proceed with your case.
Just since some people wear a mask don't mean they did nothing automatically.
Your Honor, I'd respectfully like to have a word
I
with you.
request an immediate dismissal on grounds that
Your Honor,
just since the mask, some people wear a mask don't mean that they did something.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we all lived through the 70s. The clothes, the music, the heartwarming but rarely amusing Ziggy cartoons. Now, later.
I don't know, bro. Like, I feel like a hater, but like I'm trying to like it, but it's also kind of like nothing particularly novel or interesting to be. It's like it's interesting in a way that I'm like not a fan of. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like okay. Okay. Just as a mask, some people wear a mask don't mean that they did something. Yeah, it's not like not every person who wears a mask is hiding something, right? Huh. Okay, let me carry on. Let's see. No names featuring Money Mark.
Well, Debbie thinks this is all about her biological clock. And I...
Stop screaming long enough to tell you that? Huh?
No, the other Debbie. Debbie the teacher.
Oh, you mean Black Debbie.
Whoa. Why is she Black Debbie?
No, not in a bad way. It's just to tell them apart because she's black.
True, Doom rolled on through with a whole crew that stole on you for holding old brew. Who told you? Even if it's crap, mind your own business. They raps ain't got no gift like a lonely Christmas. Real phony with beats that's hardly fresh. How they manage the deal is anybody's guess. Yours is as good as mine. She's sure fine from the hood where you squeeze your 9 off the free cheese line. All you saw was a do a bees line to where she stood and sipped a knee-high grape, the sweet kind. Circle you, think about design. Behind swinging like bring it back, come rewind. Excuse me, boo. She stuck out her tongue. It was purple number 2. FDA approved, played it smoother than a do-rag. What a brother gotta do to get a taste of some of you? Bagged. and he don't mean coach. Then she saw the mask, acting like she seen a roach. The mirror shine, reflect colors like your CDs. Show love to others, we all brothers like the Bee Gees. All except the broads and you. Hold your applause, they break God's laws, and who pays? The taxpayer, that's who. Catch a rapper by his toe and smack off his tattoos. That's gonna leave a bruise. Leave him grieving blues like believing in evening news. They must be eating glue. Thieve it all back and we even Steven Sue. Sprinkle lyrics like seasoning beef stew and sneezing all in it after breathing in the flu. Get a clue, his reasoning is askew. As to all the fevering and heaving up goo. Heathen and/or dude, leave your girl around this man whore and she's too screwed. Just in case you's in a what you wanna do mood. Bring your plate to the metal face and get your food chewed. Tastes like chicken, he wastes no time like the bass line kicking in. Or like a lace eye with you through thick and thin. Raw humor, face pie to a frickin' chin. New Yorkin', a hell of a finer town. Choose your words wisely from the boogie down to Chinatown. Or be found with a hole in your designer gown. In the role of public opinion, it earned a minor frown. If you think you're slick, you might could whisper. Or as a few good men set sights to link with your chick, you have to find a new hen fight to drink your lick. 10 years later, see how enzyme will shrink your wallet as you wallow in a sorrow pit. Cheers, is that your beer, kid? Swallow it or get chased by the Sandman on some Apollo. Flow so weird his own peers couldn't follow it. On the phone he sounded like a real paid.
Whoa.
Then we met in person, he was 3 shades blacker. That's why he say money over ball and chain dames. We all the same, no calling names.
I'm as smart as him.
What? I got PhDs in 4 scientific disciplines.
Really?
Why do you think they call me Dr. Quinn?
I just thought that was a nickname. You know, like Dr. Dre. East Side.
True, huh? Is Dr. Dre actually a doctor? Okay. If I have to keep it honest, the way that Doom raps, while interesting, and while, you know, he's saying things in a way that inquires more research, and in order for you to, like, understand what he's trying to get at, it's like a complicated sort of scheme, and you kind of have to figure it out. He does have this style where he's, like, mostly talking, so he talks in the way he raps, and there's no sort of, like, how do I explain this? Like, some rappers, they have, like, a certain Doom, he stays at this certain, like, same cadence, same, like, flow, same thing, and sometimes he uses certain alliteration that makes it sound particular, but listening to song after song of him kind of delivering in the same sort of tone, in the same sort of way, honestly kind of gets a little boring, not gonna lie. Like, I find him to be such a compelling individual, but then I'm like, okay, like, I don't know, bro. I feel like a hater, but I don't feel like I'm enjoying this as much as I imagined I would. Like, the beat is interesting, and I'll give him that. I'll give Danger Mouse that for sure. It's like the way he has these sort of like kind of like alien sounds almost. It's interesting. But then I'm listening to Doom go on and on and on in the same sort of cadence, in the same sort of sound, and it's like, okay, and a doobie to the Scooby to the Looby to the booty, and I'm like, okay, it's like, it's not horrendous, right? It's not the worst thing I listen to, but it also, like, that same sort of cadence does become a little sort of, I don't want to be rude, but, like, you know, kind of boring. So, it's not horrible, but I don't know, man. Maybe the discography needs to end, because I'm like, I feel like I listen to record after record, and there's nothing particular that I, like, enjoy, like I do other records where there's, more variation. But let's keep listening. I don't know, it's just something that I kind of felt like I'm listening, and I'm like, okay, like, it's not bad, but also, it sounds like very low effort, even though I know it's not, because obviously the things that he's saying are, like, so layered that, again, we could spend a lot of time dissecting it line by line, but it's like, I don't know. Let me carry on. Let's see. Crosshairs. Okay.
The fat is in the fire. A fryer made of chicken wire. Getting sick and tired of a friggin' liar. Pelican with some very soft mangoes. A closet full of skeletons and terry cloth Kangos. Flew the coop before you hit it, let me warn you. She did a cool hula hoop, but don't get any on you. It's all a big scam to make y'all eat pig ham. When he's on the mic, he's like the trigger man. Fig jam, doom. Not to be confused with nobody, especially since the flows he used was so nutty. Never too woozy to go study. Crews got no clues like old cruddy. Officer McGillicuddy. Watch your six. He got a lot of more tricks, lyrics, bricks on sticks. Sure got raw nitticks. It's a gift. Don't get shot for kicks. With the same slick used to plot sick Vicks with. Spotted at a chick flick, holding hands. The other one on his swollen glands. A golden chance is why he kept them holes in his pants. Rolling in an old van is what he told his stolen fans. Is that you true? Match from hat to shoe. Snafu, snatching a brew. Labatt's blue. Black Jew like that's new. Patch me through. No latch attached. Scat shoe. Catch 22. Super. These loaded dice nice and overpriced. The arm and a leg, all your life, all your ice. Villain, nag a grieving old hag. Snag a bragger by his mic cord and leave him holding the bag. Come clean, a bunch of dumb mean cream puffs. A keen drum machine buff who fiends for more green stuff. Instead of starving, there be problems by the glue guards. Alright, somebody's robbing Lou Dobbs them tonight. And he's on the next flight, moonbound, and makes it a point to stay away from the goon pound. Got some peers that's gone in the lost years, tears and cheers, born in the crosshairs.
Hey, Mr. Thundercleave, what's up you were singing?
It is the robotic hymn of doom.
Well, I always say, nothing livens up a robotic hymn of doom better than an amazing pair of jugs.
Interesting. I like the beat on that one for sure. Yeah, like... Yeah, dude, I like the beats for sure. I don't know, after thinking about it in the way that what I mentioned earlier, where it kind of sounds like he has the same cadence, the same flow, the same delivery on every track. I'm like listening and I'm like, okay, that's kind of sticking, and the beat is sick, but then I'm like, I just hear like Doom kind of talking over it, and I'm like, man, I don't wish to be a hater, never do, but like it's really not hitting. I like the beats, and that's the thing, and I'm like, oh. Okay, what song are we on? Let's see. We have 6 more, it looks like. So let's keep going. But yeah, that was a nice beat. But let's see what else we got. Mincemeat.
The villain ain't rhyming off bread alone. Let him get some cognac, a mic and a headphone. Smoke and mirrors, caught her in the mix. Couldn't read the shorthand for mortars and bricks. If any negative thought linger, he let it vent. Wrote this one with his middle finger in wet cement. Did it on the sly, before he's gone bye-bye. Spit it on the fly. Brush your teeth, rinse and gargle. A true nerd who messed with new words since Boggle. And use slang and scrabble, rhymed with a northern drawl, twang and babble. Flossy pen jargon, break the world record. Do a 4-steam bargain and take the girl naked. More spots than a leopard. Then he had to stop, the block was hot peppered. Shepherd, leading the sheeps out to slaughter. Kept it sold and repped it. Every time he saw ya, trying to douse a pinch of weed in a frat street house. I'll make mincemeat out of that beat, mouse. Welcome to the show. Remember, whatever you do not boo the flow. School the dumb on the #1 rule of thumb. What a fool. Still you never met a cooler bum. Give the drummer some rum. I'm sure he could use a shot just to get his cues hot and so he don't lose his spot. A stranger who speaks to you vocal. Danger made the beat, get a freak to do the bogle. No bull, everything they wanted they grabbed and took. Whole lab looked like an ill left jab and hook. Even had a secretary to take the calls. Shake it and make it fall. I told her don't break my balls. Wherever mouse go, trouble follows. The bounty on his fro was mills and double dollars. Bills, pills, muddle flows that befuddle scholars. Thick buffalo girl with the bubble hollers. She rocked leather and gold, a fat blouse, and need a brother with soul to let her cat out. Even if the rat couldn't compete with Kraus, I'll make mincemeat out of that beat, mouse. Tap your toe, rhyme and strap for dough, rap for show, to let the whippersnappers know. Sucks to be them, now pass that loop. Up under the tux, he wore a hazmat suit. Sounded like Froggy, sipped the groggiest of potions. Be up in the party with the foggiest of notions. On the list of lobbyists for Save the Oceans. Gave his donation to the lady with the lotions. Swole hand itching, the old man bitching. Switching with the fan with the gold band twitching. Spitting like a bionic sneeze that frees vodka. Just to clear the air like the ionic breeze. Quadra. Slick enough to outslide a fox for a chicken pot pie. Thinking outside the box. Love to taste her goodie, but got no time to be wasting chasing putty. Alpha Daffy Duck Bucks, Porky Pig paper, Bugs Bunny money, a Sylvester Cat caper. Offer that tape of rap, country, or deep house. I'll make mincemeat out of that beat, mouse.
He's like, okay, hey, that one wasn't bad. Okay, that decent. Okay, let's see. What's next? Vats of urine.
The digital vats of urine.
Drink up, bitches! Taste our liquid gold.
You must respect yourself. Forced you wreck yourself.
Hey man, you made a rhyme!
Yes, it is, for I am a rap god from beyond the moon.
Everybody talking about pistols, Gats is boring. He came with a new topic to flip you, vats of urine. All pro, check the stats and style scoring. While you at it, double check that crystal you're pouring. Born of the pleads and needs of peeing geniuses. Broads don't see it since they don't got these conveniences. Thank God you's not a hoe in the studio. When you gotta go, you gotta go. Before you flow, make sure you practice or you're losing. You don't want to miss and let the cactus get to oozing. If any contestant splash, she's disqualified. Even if one drip should slide down the bottle side. Put a bum in an even better pickle. Reality show, how far will you go to get a nickel? Let alone a buck. Listen by the window, you can hear him moaning, yuck. Remember, tomorrow is garbage day. It's not the kind of stuff you want to save and harbor away. Once it gets ripened and fermented, it takes on a bouquet that I should say is naturally scented. Tempted by an empty can of Guinness, or waiting until we get there, say 2 or 3 minutes. Yeah, when it's fresh, it's sterile. Some say digestible, even edible. If you were stranded out to sea alone and in trouble, survive dehydration, guzzle your own cupful. Someday you may even show your son how to use it to make potassium nitrate for gunpowder. Funded by friends of ours who's generous. Join us next time when we discuss disgusting enemas.
I don't know.
He's like a big log that you find in your toilet.
For real.
Bow down and suck his knee.
And I am about to kick it all up in here.
Stand by for kicking.
I am the kicker, not you. You kick elsewhere.
This sucks, man. I'm bored.
Me too.
Okay, like, I'm not crazy on that one. Like, what the fuck are we listening to, bro?
Behold,
what is
y'all.
this? Vats of urine? Brother, drink up, bitches. Taste our liquid gold. I guess, from, like, a perspective of demonstrating your competitors, or trying to humiliate them, I guess I get it on that point, but, like, we really gotta talk about your fucking, like, to each their own, but, like, you know, I'm not really anything that has, like, piss talk or, like, talking about shit. I'm, like, instantly turned off. Personally, I'm just like, it's kind of gross, but I guess that's the point, right? To sort of create that sort of reaction within people or whatever, but, like, I don't know, dog. Put a bum in an even better pickle. Reality show, how far would you go to get a nickel, let alone a buck? Listen by the window, you can hear him moaning, yuck.
Remember, tomorrow is
garbage day. It's not the kind of stuff you want to save and harbor away. Once it gets ripened and fermented, it takes on a bouquet that I should say is naturally scented. Yeah. Tempted by an empty can of Guinness. Or waiting until we get there, say 2 or 3 minutes. When it's fresh, it's sterile. Yeah, I've heard that, yeah. Some say digestible, even edible. If you were stranded out at sea alone and in trouble, survive dehydration, go. Yeah, like, I get that, but, like, I don't know, bro. I'm just, like, from the get-go, I was like, vats of urine, brother. That's what we're talking about. Like, alright, next. Space hose.
show, and I get 2 evil guests who are trying to...
Just who came up with the stupid idea of giving Space Ghost a talk show in the first place?
How they gave his own show to Tad Ghostal. Any given second he could go mad postal. Stay waving that power band space cannon. And had the nerve to jump in the face. Erase Bannon. Pumped out. Luckily he deaded it. Guess who's the schmuck who's credited with editing it? Your man Motar, the cop out. Ain't have no other career choice, he dropped out. Since when the way outs included Zorak. Way back he used to rub his thorax and borax. I'm not the one that sold him to it. If he won't admit it, I'm not gonna hold him to it. It's all love and no hate though. For all that, the villain need to get his own late show. Do a monologue and jest with the guests. Mad Lib switch the beat and walk him to the desk. With Danger holding down the control room. Late again returning from commercial, I told you Doom. Early, he's on BPT. Catch him on public access, free TV. And we're back live on the air with Brack. So Brack, how your man got a show that's so whack? Have you ever thought to work with Earl igniting them? Do you got enough oxygen from this toxic phlegm? Another sec, his neck would've got flames. Mouse switched the screen to some hot dames. Tonight's audience received mid-screen video games and 15 seconds of fame. Pitiful lames. It's just a shame. Zoning, competing for the same primetime slot as Conan. No dummy Echigawa. Announcement, free lunch to any stun who lets me flower in the shower for an hour. The kid's supposed to be asleep. Boss to join the sound like Roadrunner. Beep, beep. Later this week, Big Ben Klingon. After him there's no one else we could afford to bring on. Keep it ghetto and let them know BYOB from the get-go. I like to propose a toast to the grossest host, space hoes, coast to coast. That destructoid a played out gag in a cape and a pantsuit, looking like a straight out dag. Don't mean to sound crunchy. Hit a honey from the back and crumpled up a scrunchie. A light snack, hungry munchie. Felt a funny hunch, then she told him donkey punch me. Tomorrow is Father Guido Sarducci, Father MC, and Charo Coochie Coochie with her new bestseller, Who You Call a Hoochie. A proud sponsor of the Snoochie Boochie Noochies. Look realer eyeball to eyeballs and find out how they get inside them sugar pie balls. Our next guest, a real cutie specimen, and she's starting to get a little booty. Miss Judy Jetson. So Judy, boxers, briefs, or fig leaf. As you know, I wear my boxers, so my big... Cue the rapper, tell him bring what little he got. Up against the Billy, it's really not diddly squat until their head hurts. When it come to wreck, cruises like them dudes in red shirts off Star Trek. He Kirk, he Spock, he McCoy. Been B-boy since your drugs first squeezed toys. Born to be the host with the most. When it's on, space holes, coast to coast.
You think I'm just gonna hand over my show to you, Doom? Have you lost your fucking mind? Listen, I'm not gonna hand my show over to you. You know why? Because it's my show. Mine, not yours. Space Ghost. It ain't Doom coast to coast. Yeah, sure. Here are the keys to the show. Why don't you drive for a while? Yeah, America's craving some Doom. Here you go.
Interesting. That was a little bit more fun, I feel like. I like the way he kind of sounded like he was rapping with a little bit more hunger, if anything. Like he sounded like he was rapping a little bit faster, which I kind of enjoy a little bit better, I think. Whenever he's going on and on in a certain tone that is like this, I'm kind of like, what the fuck is this going to? Where am I going? And da 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 da. Right here he was like da 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 da. I'm like, okay. We're getting somewhere. Space hose, okay. What the fuck, dude. I get rid of those two evil maniacs who try to ruin my show, and I get 2 evil guests who are trying to ruin my show, huh? Interesting. I like the sort of banter a little bit. When it's like funny or like makes some kind of sense, I'm like, okay, that's a meaningful sort of introduction. But yeah. What song are we on? Let's see. Okay, we got 3 more. Let's see. Bada bing.
Not a lot of bling when he do the thing. Bada boom, bada bing. From the womb to the tomb, get that ricotta. Bada bing, bada boom. Doom. Your reputation precedes you. Wait till you crack and see what we do. You dweeb, you. No pun intended. Takes one to know one will know. It's unscented. Yo, son, commented when I'm said it from the other time. Before everybody and they mother rhyme. What a crime, beats is the same way. Make 'em wanna hit the streets with heat for a lame's pay. Game day, flag on the play and proper helmet. Drag on the sway from the gem, drop a well spit. He didn't listen, titty kissing, the city glisten. Depending on from what position you're sitting in the pissy wind. It's this thin whistling. Who let the spinning whispering gin in? The villain again, without a doubt. That's his name, don't play it out or spray it when you say it out your mouth. Then gave him a cold shoulder for an hour and told him take a gold shower for faking funk soul power. Stocky, short and cocky, looked like Apollo Creed after he fought with Rocky. Rhymed in the broken English slang, not cockney. 13, his first queen walked hot, knock me. Had to tell her pops, yo, stop cock blocking, B. Hold something for your daily yay habit. And go, bada bing, bing, bang like Ricochet Rabbit. How about the sicko say stab it? It's liquor in the cabinet and a slicker for the crab pit. And Heineken, I told him much obliged, friend. What I got to spend if I only touch her thighs then? Why his eyes widened? He didn't know your man had a nice surprise hiding. Took pride in riding in a sly wise guy grin. Real recognize real. On the microphone the wheels are mechanized still. Please, at least respect your ideals. How you gotta walking along the stroll in high heels. He said her mama was getting old. God bless her poor soul. Now no more drama, it's your role. Straight to the head. You know a lot of haters can't wait till he dead. Led to go like a hoe to a strange whack housewife. Only thing he know will change his back door. How trife. Rules is rules, don't go there. Stay on sale like an old coat made of mohair. Keep a snotty chicken on E, the Lone Ranger. Why everybody always picking on danger? And Doom, maybe it's him. Called up my lady, told her baby it's slim. Make me up a margarita, I need to take a swim. Tell them kids remember school. If they let them out, cool. But get the hell from out the pool.
Evil.
Hey, shithead, it's me again. And you know what? I just heard it's all done now. And somehow, I guess you must have lost my number. You know what? You suck. You suck. Your music sucks. And I hate your sucky, stupid metal face. I hope you burn. You're going down. This is the last big mistake you'll ever make. You suck. I hate your guts. But if there is another project in the future, please keep me in mind. Thank you.
What the fuck? It just ends. Okay, let's see. We got another minute.
Could lead to getting tea-capped, or even a week for mom due to some grief crap. I suggest you change your diet. It could lead to high blood pressure if you're fried, or even a stroke, heart attack, heart disease. It ain't no starting back once arteries start to squeeze. Take an easy way out, phony. Until then, they know they wouldn't be taking that baloney in the bullpen. So disgusting. Pardon self as I discuss this. They talk a wealth of shit and then I ain't never seen the justice. Well, that was off the beat. Bust this, like a cold milk from out the toilet. 2 batteries, some Brillo, and some 4, he'll boil it. He'd be better off on PC glued. And it's a food, so don't be in no TV mood. Each week, it's mystery meat, seaweed stewed, food. We need food.
Yep.
'Cause I can't stop it pimping anymore. I forgot when I started pimping food.
There you go, yeah, that's good.
But, I mean, it's good, but it's like a whole nother song from MM Food, no? Like... brother. Bada bing, bada boom. Huh. We got what, one more? The other 2 are remixes. Okay. I don't know. I mean, I find it kind of funny, but that's crazy that they just put like a whole nother song, but it's a skit, but it's a like a cover of another song from Doom. I like how it sounds evil, you know, it sounds like, again, like, once again, like a soundtrack for like a supervillain, if you will. But yeah, I kind of feel the same way that I've kind of been feeling about Doom generally, about like his consistent sort of delivery. It does kind of, after a while of listening to somebody talk like this, I'm like kind of over it. And then it doesn't inherently make sense. So it's like, it's almost like Doom's entire like music so far, or at least the way he chooses to rap and present himself in that regard, is very anti-mainstream to the max, bro. Cause like, I don't know, I'm like listening and I kind of get a little bored and I kind of don't understand what he's saying, and it's like, very difficult to sort of get to like genuinely enjoy, to be honest. But it is what it is. Let's listen to these two remixes and let's see what we've got after that.
Please read from sheets. I am Sofa King.
Sofa King. Scared of a bunch of water, then get out the rain. Order a rapper for lunch and spit out the chain. Then kick a lungy off the tip of his Timbo and trick a honey dip into a game of strip limbo. Odd, he couldn't find no remorse. A wink is as good as a nod to a blind horse. Of course, his technique was from a divine source. Never knew the price of ice or what swine costs. One guy tried to bite the heat. It's when he discovered the other white meat. Oh, the one they hate so well. He sure keeps his cycle like the old Bates Motel. They came to ask him for at least some new tracks, but only got confronted by the beast with two backs. Knock. Mouse is a made man. Villain laid it down like the best laid plan. Bell the cat, who the hell is that near the middle? Got y'all, but it's not all bear and skittles. Prepare the vittles. Got riddles and spittles. Crystal clear to the jot or the tittle. It's hot off the griddle. Came to take the cake whether there's a lot or a little. Kaboom, Doom is nervous large. You could tell by his blooming room service charge. Dark and tall to boot. The only thing was wrong is he was bald as a coot. Used to ran the van from Peter Pan to Red and Tan, and keep the human foot for his dead man's hand. This was when the mask was brand spanking new, before it got rusted from drinking all the brew. Stankin' too, pew. Kept all his earnings in the bank in a shoe. Spat what he knew, energy for true. To all fake rap, it's 23 skidoo. Excuse you, any room in the class front for a blast of the blunt, shrooming since last month. Doom a human in the mask, born to stunt. Danger zooming past, mad fast on the hunt. Keep your streets, we got the city neatly conquered. Discreetly with the CD till they be completely bonkered. The fans demanded it, handle it, swallow it. His own brand of shit, if only he could bottle it. Nah, she could get messy. Feds try to torture him for the secret recipe. He said it's no use, I only know half. No speaker to English, I only do the math. Felt no pain. His brain was saturated with cocaine and Rogaine. He said, try scam, no thing, 3-card dead. Fly man go for bling, he got bled. I jam over sting, see spots red. I am Sofa King, retard head.
Retard head. Now repeat all very fast, please.
I am Sofa King.
Faster.
I am Sofa King.
No, not so fast. Loses meaning.
I am Sofa King.
You say funny thing.
Okay, I like that remix a little bit better. And what I don't understand is, it says Sofa King Danger Mouse remix. Does that mean that the original Sofa King was not like a beat by Danger Mouse, right? I don't know what it is about it. It's just, to me, it sounds a little bit better. It sounds a little bit more interesting with that beat. But okay, let's see. Space Host is a Madlib remix. Okay, let's see.
Every spaceman knows you just gotta have Space Host. Even space girls know it. You get a big delight in every bite. Delicious, cream-filled Space Host.
The what now?
Taste out of this world. With luscious, creamy inside, soft cake outside. You get a big delight in every bite. Yep, smart spacemen always have plenty of good hosts wherever they go. Host.
How they gave his own show to Tad Ghostal. Any given second he could go mad postal. Stay waving that power band space cannon. And had the nerve to jump in the face of Race Bannon. And punked out. Luckily he deaded it. And guess who's the schmuck who's credited with editing it? Your man Motar, a cop out. Ain't have no other career choice, he dropped out. Since when the way outs included Zorak? Way back he used to rub his thorax and borax. I'm not the one that sold him to it. If he won't admit it, I'm not gonna hold him to it. It's all love and no hate though. For all that, the villain need to get his own late show. Do a monologue and jest with the guests. Mad Lib switch the beat and walk him to the desk. With Danger holding down the control room. Later again returning from commercial. I told you Doom early. He's on BPT. Catch him on public access, free TV. And we're back live on the air with Brack. So Brack, how your man got a show that's so whack? And have you ever thought to work with Earl Eggnottingham? Do you got enough oxygen from this toxic phlegm? Another sec, his neck would've got flames. Mouse switched the screen to some hot dames. Tonight's audience received mid-screen video games and 15 seconds of fame. Pitiful lames. It's just a shame. I'm zoning, competing for the same primetime slot as Conan. No dummy Echigawa. Announcement, free lunch to any stump who lets me plow in the shower for an hour. The kid's supposed to be asleep, or else to join the sound like Roadrunner. Beep, beep. Later this week, Big Ben Klingon. After him there's no one else we could afford to bring on. Keep it ghetto and let them know BYOB from the get-go. I'd like to propose a toast to the grossest host, space hoes coast to coast. That destructor razor played out gag in a cape and a pantsuit, looking like a straight out dag. Don't mean to sound crunchy. Hit a honey from the back and crumpled up a scrunchie. A light snack, hungry munchie. Felt a funny hunch, then she told him donkey punch me. Tomorrow is Father Guido Sarducci, Father MC, and Charo Coochie Coochie with her new bestseller, Who You Call a Hoochie. A proud sponsor of the Snoochie Boochie Noochies. Look Leela eyeball to eyeballs and find out how they get inside them sugar pie walls. Our next guest, a real cutie specimen, and she's starting to get a little booty. Miss Judy Jetson. So Judy, boxers, briefs, or fig leaf. As you know, I wear my boxers, so my big... Oh, cue the rapper, tell him bring what little he got. Up against the Billy, it's really not diddly squat until the head hurts when it come to wreck. Cruises like them dudes in red shirts off Star Trek. He Kirk, he Spock, he McCoy. Been B-boy since your jerk's first squeeze toys. Born to be the host with the most. When it's on, space hoes coast to coast.
Okay, interesting. Huh. I like, well, when it comes to that one in particular, the beat was, I think, more interesting than the original sort of space hose. But I don't know, I feel like this record, I enjoyed the beats a lot more than I did previous ones, I think. I think my issue with getting to a degree of enjoyment honestly comes from Doom himself. I'm not gonna lie. 4 records in now, and his rapping is so particular and so specific. He has a sort of speak rap sort of style where he kind of talks in a way and rhymes certain words with words, but I feel like the more I listen, the more it all kind of starts to sound the same. Not to say that it's not impressive, because like I said, there are certain songs in which every line is like a metaphor, and you kind of have to go line by line, taking it apart to kind of make sense of what he's trying to say, which on its own is compelling, but as like a listening experience, it does become sort of like a little bit monotone, kind of listening to him go on, and it kind of killed it for me. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I have to keep it real. Like, the sort of appeal, the sort of commotion surrounding his name while growing up. I never really listened to his music, but I would hear, MF Doom, and after his passing, obviously, a lot of people talked about him, and you would hear his name everywhere, and you would see the metal face, so that's, along with his feature on the Cheat Codes record, kind of inspired me to get into his music, to see what, the hype is about. But to keep it real, I'm not particularly enjoying his rapping style, to be honest. And like, obviously, you guys could see through my reaction, and I'm like, okay, there were particular songs, I think, maybe Bada Bing, or Mincemeat, in particular, he kind of rapped a little bit faster, which made it a little bit more interesting, but he doesn't have too much variation when it comes to the rapping. A lot of the presentation, a lot of the delivery kind of sounds similar. And again, it's not to like knock him or like to be a hater or whatever. It's just from my perspective, trying to get into it. I'm like, I'm struggling, and I'm like 4 records deep. So I'm like, I feel like by this point there should be something, something that I'm like, ooh, I love this song. But a lot of them I'm like, And again, like I said, the Danger Mouse beats on here, like, that's what I figured. If I remember correctly, Danger Mouse, on that Cheat Codes record, Danger Mouse made the beats, and then Black Thought was rapping over them, right? So I figured this would be the same, in which Danger Mouse was making the beats, and then Doom was rapping on them, right? But then you have this remix at the end where I'm like, oh. So maybe, I don't know, but I like the beats. I like a lot of the beats, but the rapping, bro. And I apologize, because I am making these reactions, and whenever I do make reactions, to something that a lot of people enjoy, I kind of want to be into it and be like, a fan. But like, I'm really struggling, dog, and I'm like, maybe it's just not the vibe for me. Maybe it's just not for me. Because like, I listen to it, and I'm just like, okay, like, it's not bad, but also it's not necessarily good to my ears a lot of the time. So I'm like, it's okay. Not everything is for everybody, and ultimately I kind of, have to come to realize that I can't continue to, like, go against the fucking grain and try to love it, and then I feel like the more I like, force myself to listen, like, the more I realize that I don't kind of enjoy it, and that's fine, but, I don't know, bro. I really was expecting this record to be the one where I was like, that's what it is. That's what it's about Doom that people enjoy. And it's like, maybe I'm just not that big of a hip-hop head or like a rapper. Maybe the rap and hip-hop that I've consumed has been so mainstream and so curated for the mainstream that when I listen to somebody who's like the complete opposite, like Doom, where he is not doing it for the attention of the popular demand or whatever the fuck. He's kind of just doing his thing for doing his art, which is admirable of its own. It's like hard to kind of get into, to be honest. And I can't sit here, and pretend to be like, yeah, you know what, I love that, because it's just not what I do. It's not what I am. I can't be a pretender. I can't fake it. If I enjoy it, I do, and you could tell by my reactions. And if I don't, you could also tell by I can't hide the way I feel, bro. And so, I mean, interesting. So I'm looking at the track list, and I'm like, there's none in particular that I'm like genuinely like a big fan of. Where I can find certain things. Like, for example, not to bring things into it that have nothing to do with it, but like when I listened to this Funky DL record, I was like, holy shit, I genuinely enjoy that. And I don't know, there was just so much more diversity in topics, and it was a lot easier to understand, which again, it's a flaw of my own, not being able to see something and read it and try to take it apart. It doesn't really make too much sense. Doom is very mysterious in the way that he rhymes and the way the certain metaphors that he puts in there. And again, for a person who enjoys going line by line, kind of decoding it, it's probably really fun and interesting, being like, oh, so that's what he meant, But for a reaction, I'm like, it's tough, bro. It's tough. I don't know. My regards to Doom. May he rest in peace and what may it be. But again, I just got to keep it real. I'm like, I don't know, bro. I think we might take a break from the discography, just because I'm like, I don't know, bro. I feel like I listen and I feel like I'm just being a hater, and I don't want to do that. But hey, if I from 1 to 10, I feel like certain songs were decent, and then they put these skits that to a certain extent feel unnecessary. But then, who am I to say what you do with your creative intention, with your creative vision? Who am I to tell you that's unnecessary? You know, it's kind of stupid. Like, it's not my place to tell you do things like this or do things like that. If you want to put a skit at the end of your song, you can. But to me, it's like kind of kills the music a little bit, to be honest. So yeah, for this, from 1 to 10, I'm feeling like a 6, bro, and that feels like sacrilegious. But like, it's just what it is, you know. And like I said, not everything is for everybody. And to be honest, I gave it a fair try with his discography, but I'm like, not digging it particularly. I'm not a big fan. I can recognize that, you know, it's really cool the way in which he creates his art, and how it's sort of like poetry. I believe they said he has a lot of poetry in this record, and it kind of does feel like that at times, because you kind of do, like I said, have to sit and like really dig through it. But yeah, no. Hey, it is what it is. I listened to it. Some of them I enjoyed, not everything though. And like I don't know. I feel like I'm going on and on, but yeah, I'm gonna give it a 6. Not particularly my cup of tea, but it is what it is. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave that there so I can stop yapping, stop being a fucking hater, you know. But hey, at least it's the truth of what I feel upon listening to the music. So that's that. And we'll see how we go about the future records. I don't know if I even want to listen to anymore, because I feel like this is the one that you guys hyped up that I might enjoy, and I'm like, maybe I'll get into other music. We'll probably get back into it. Like, now that I've started, I'm like, it would only be fair to finish it. But it's kind of like, you know, but yeah, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and leave that there for now. Thank you guys for watching if you made it this far, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.